Meditation coupled with music and inside this great pyramid and in front of so many great spiritual scientists in these great vibrations, you cannot ask anything more than this. Whenever you want to get charged, you must go into meditation. In your worldly activity, in your physical activity, in your mental activity, in your intellectual activity, you have to expend a lot of energy to get the work done. When you are doing work, the energy is getting discharged, and gradually you will come at a low point of energy. Then that is the time for you to recharge yourself through closing your eyes and observing your breathing. Normal, natural, easy, soft, simple, tender, peaceful, tranquil breathing. Like you charge your cell phone, your battery, the whole system is there in the wall, current. Then the socket is there, then you plug in, and the energy gets into your system in the cell phone. Similarly, there's a whole cosmic web of energy is there, and this breath is the socket. The mind has to plug in. When the mind gets plugged into the socket of the breath, then it is connected to the whole energy grid of the whole cosmos, and you get energy, all the energy, whenever you want. So from time to time, as you charge your cell phone, from time to time you charge your soul by becoming one with the breath. The science of meditation says when you are with the breath, the mind becomes empty. The mind is a barrier between outside energy and body's energy. So when the mind becomes empty, that outside energy flows into the body. No doctor, no medicine, nothing is required. We are all gods. So, right from headache to cancer, all things would vanish once you are sitting comfortably and closing your eyes and observing your breathing. No mantras whatsoever. Om Bhurбhava Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. No mantras. La ilahi illallah Muhammadul Rasulullah. No voice from the mouth. No images in the mind. This is the pyramid. The nose is the pyramid. Go into the pyramid. And the breath is the link between this energy and the vast energy. So when you are with the breath, the vast energy, they flow into the body's vessel, and all problems vanish, A to Z. All questions are answered, A to Z. You just need to close your eyes in your own home. And keep observing the breathing. The mind wanders, but bring it back to the breath. Again, the mind wanders, but bring it back to the breath. After some time of this ding-dong battle, then you stay with the breath. The science of meditation is the mother of all other sciences. The science of the spirit is the source of all other sciences of matter. Everything is psychosomaticity. That is what we learn in spiritual science field. There are four verities: matter, energy, thought, and consciousness. E is equal to mc square, matter is energy, we all know that. Now, energy is produced whenever your thought, energy is directed wherever you are thought. Who directs energy? Where does the energy flow? Wherever you want it to flow, it will flow there. The thought guides the energy. And if you want to maximize the energy, you must remove the thought and go into the consciousness. That's how you maximize your energy. And using your thoughts, using your intentions, you direct the flow of energy wherever you want. We want a big pyramid, the pyramid will come. Our thought is directed to the whole humanity should become vegetarian, it will become vegetarian. That's where we are channeling our energies to, by our intent. Our thoughts give shape and direction to our energies. When you go beyond the thought into the pure consciousness, then you maximize your energies. So these are the four fundamental verities: matter, energy, thought, and consciousness. We are all pure consciousness. We are all individual consciousnesses, plus we are all one mega group consciousness. When you understand that you are not this physical body, you are a pure consciousness, that is called as self-realization. When you understand that the same self that is here, that's everywhere, that's a mega self, then that is God realization. You are that, not this. When Moses went up to the hill, a voice came from the fire. Moses asked, "Who are you? What are you?" Then the voice said, "I am that I am." We are not this I am, we are that I am. Although we are the vast mega self, we also exist simultaneously in a paradoxical way as an individual consciousness. And while in the physical body, we have a mind, which is not an illusion, which is an instrument for us to use, manage things while we are in the physical body. That portion of soul which is extended into the body, controls the body, is called as the mind. We are the body from that level to, we are the self, soul, Atma, from until we are everything. This is the transition. Once you reach that stage, your personal growth is over. Then you help others. How do you help others? You help others not by healing, but by teaching. When you are healing others, you are doing their homework. When you are doing others' homework, then they become dependent upon you.
Divine evening, Masters. So let's begin the session with 20 minutes meditation, short meditation. So just be seated in the most comfortable position. It's always recommended to have a glass of water once you end your meditation, because whatever the energy you have collected during the meditation, it gets, properly, it goes properly into your body everywhere. So it's advisable. So next time, whenever you're sitting for meditation, you can sit with a glass or a bottle of water beside you and you can do the meditation. So yeah, let's begin the meditation. Cross your legs, or you can keep just your one leg over the other and clasp your fingers and gently close your eyes and focus on your natural tender breath during this meditation. Slowly come back to your body's awareness. Open your both palms and keep them over your eyes for 10 seconds. And gently open your eyes. So once your meditation is over, you can have a glass of water. And now I hand over to Asha, Master Asha.
Atmavandan Masters, thank you for joining again today. So today is a very special session. We have four little masters who have joined us today to share their experience on plant-based living. So they're going to talk about how they got into this lifestyle. What do they do to maintain their lifestyle on this kind of living? Do they enjoy it? What are their favorite foods? What are the health benefits they got by getting onto this lifestyle? And they are ready to take on any of your questions. So it's going to be done in the form of a discussion between the four of them. So the stage is all theirs. I'm just going to ask them to switch on their videos. Please, Saanvi, Sanjitha, Nishant, and Ritu. Can all of you switch on your videos, please? And I'm going to check how to enable, ask them to unmute. So you should be getting a unmute notification. So if you could unmute yourselves. Yes. So Ritu, over to you.
Thank you, Ashanti. Hello, everyone. My name is Ritu, and I'm 14 right now, and I am like living the plant-based lifestyle since I was 5. You want to introduce yourself, Sanjitha?
Yes, please. Yes.
Yeah, my name is Sanjitha and I'm 13 years old currently. I've been following plant-based lifestyle for 3 years now.
Amazing. Sanvi?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, just
Can you
introduce
repeat the
yourself.
question, Ritu? If you have asked for me, I
Just
didn't
tell your
get it
name,
properly.
age, and like how old.
Yeah,
And then
my name is Saanvi, and I'm from Bangalore. My name is Saanvi. I'm from Bangalore. I have been on this plant-based lifestyle since 2017. I am 14 right now. Yeah.
Okay. Nishant? We can't hear you.
Okay, I guess there's a problem with his mic. We'll ask him to join with another device. So maybe you can continue, Ritu.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, not ma'am. Okay. As the next question is to Nishant only, and what does he like? What does he think of a plant-based lifestyle? Does anybody want to answer that? Okay, I'll say it. I feel that a plant-based lifestyle is a certain type of lifestyle where you don't eat meat, you don't eat dairy, and you only like eat fruits, vegetables, and greens. So like on the topic of dairy products, and what I feel like, let's have a discussion about the process of the like how we feel about the like the meat and dairy industry. Um, I feel that like animals are not meant to be like used or to be used, because animals are our friends, and like we don't need to like drink like animals milk or eat their meat, because like you wouldn't like do that to like other human beings or so. um and also we can't like abuse animals for our own pleasure, such as like eating their meat, eating like their body parts, and like drinking their milk, which is meant for their calf. um Also, we have no need for it, because like we already, like God has given us like fruits and vegetables and greens, and we do not need to like eat dairy products or meat products like in excess of that. And we already have like so many varieties available to us instead of the dairy and meat products, which is also a factor which we need to consider, that this meat and dairy products are not our food. Um, Sally, what do you like most about this lifestyle? Do you get like bored with the food, or like are you excited about it, or being like yes or all?
I am mostly excited because it is always guilt free and you can eat how much ever you want. It is not like if I eat a certain amount of food that is junk, I will get unhealthy. But this is the total opposite. You can be mind free and eat how much ever you want because it is all directly come from the plant.
Yeah, that's very true. Sanjitha, do you want to add anything to that? It's like, what do you like most about this lifestyle?
I like that I don't get like very sick most of the time, and I can heal without having to use medicines. Like there's no restrictions in this lifestyle. You can eat whatever you want, just that it should be healthy. It's just like a different version of what your friends eat. It's just a different version, but it tastes the same. So it doesn't like, so I can be healthy and eat whatever I want at the same time. So that's what I like about this lifestyle.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay, Sanjita, can you tell me like what are the foods you take to school most of the time? Sanjita?
Yeah, I couldn't unmute for a few seconds. That's
Yeah,
fine.
fine.
So I start my day with a few like juices in the morning, fresh fruit juices before going to school.
Can you describe those juices? Like what all are there?
ABC juice, apple, beetroot, and carrot juice sometimes pineapple, orange, apple, like so many different variations of like fruit juices. So that's what I have in the morning. For snacks, I carry a box full of fruits, salad, fruit salad like apple, banana, grapes, muskmelon, sapota, all that. For lunch, my mom packs me vegetable salad, boiled potatoes, sometimes with chana, or maybe only boiled veggies, usually with a cashew dip. Basin chila or oil-free bonda, rice rava idli with chutney. So, like between classes, I don't feel any cravings at all. After coming back from school, after returning from school, I have a little rajpuri rice with or organic rice with a normal gravy and veggies, mostly oilless. Sometimes I prepare desserts on my own with banana, date syrup, soaked nuts, apple, all kinds of fruits and nuts. So my mom prepares like dishes with like cake and like to satisfy my cravings. So I go to dance class, to be specific, Bharatnatyam dance class.
Mhm.
After that, I drink some sugarcane juice, which my dad gets for me after the class. After I finish off to refresh myself.
That's nice. Sanvi, can you also describe your schedule or something?
Yes, morning I eat a whole bowl of fruit. That is just a mix of like banana, papaya, pineapple, sapota grape, strawberry, and a few other fruits. I can't name everything. And then for school, I take again a box full of fruit. Before I used to be like judged because everybody used to get all sorts of junk, and then I used to be the only one who used to get fruit. And now everybody is like, what fruit did Sanvi get? What fruit did Sanvi get? That is the vibe going on in our class now. For lunch, it is mostly grainless. It is my mother actually experiments with Mita Auntie's YouTube channel, and she tries to recreate. So that, and then lunch, it is mostly what Sanjitha had told. Mostly like in a week, only 2 or 3 times I take grain. Other than that, everything is grainless. Sometimes she gives chana chat, which is just salad with chutney and chana, and it is like what do you say? Chat stall in the class. So everybody is like, who brought bel puri in the class? Who brought bel puri?
Yeah, even mine is sort of like similar. Like instead of having like a bowl of fruits, I have like a smoothie. It's just like grind it up because I have like braces and all. I can't have it in my mouth that time. So I have like a 3/4 liter smoothie every morning. And when I go to school for snacks, I usually have like juices, like mainly like I guess green juice or like grapes juice or something, or mostly watermelon juices. Um, and for lunch, it's mostly like oil free and grain free, not grain free, like oil free and how do I say, like it's like dosas and idlis most of the time. And and yeah, sometimes if like my mother has like time and all, she makes like boiled potatoes and like steamed vegetables and all with some spices. But I don't get like dip with that because I don't like that much dip. And yeah, Nishant, would you like to also share?
Yeah. I think 1 minute, Ritu. I think Nishant did not give his intro as yet
Oh
because of
yeah,
the.
yes.
So
Nishant,
Nishant, you could start by introducing yourself and why you changed to plant-based lifestyle.
Yeah, so my name is Nishant. I'm 14 years old, and I've been plant-based since I was 8 years old. So I became plant-based because my mom initiated everyone to change to a plant-based diet. I had a lot of ear infections, rashes, and I would constantly get sick here and there. So so basically and after I changed to a plant-based diet, lot of my problems have vanished, lot of my allergies have vanished, and I was back to normal.
Also, you're supposed to say like, what do you think of a plant-based diet, or what does it mean to you?
Yeah. So plant-based diet, I think it is like very beneficial for everyone. Like you become like a lot of your problems heal after you become plant-based. And it's actually not that difficult to become plant-based because there are various alternatives like there are various plant-based alternatives for like unhealthy and non-vegan and like non like dairy foods. So um like yeah, so
It's fine, take your time.
uh,
Okay, so do you want to describe like what all foods you take to school and all? Nishant.
yeah, so in the morning I usually have a cup of juice once I wake up, just to like just to like refresh myself and like become more awake. Then in after some time I have like maybe one more bowl of fruits like melon or papaya or something. And for lunch I usually have papaya, and occasionally I have grains like in my meals. Occasionally I add grains to my meals. Yeah, I feel I get more. I feel it's a good way to balance out your diet by adding like palyas and boiled vegetables for lunch. And yeah, I do sometimes have a lot of roasted vegetables for lunch. And for dinner, I usually end off with a nice big bowl of salad, and or maybe I have one more bowl of raw, or maybe I have one more bowl of fruits.
Got it. Sanjitha, can you tell me like how do you manage when you go to like parties or like gatherings and all? Like how do you stay like plant-based? Sanjitha?
So in parties, I usually like, what do I say? Like, I take my own fruits or veggies and make salads and all that. I take it on my own. Sometimes I find vegan options over there itself. Like the veg options will not have any dairy products in, so it's a vegan option. So I take those. I eat those. Most probably, I just take my own food. The main reason I go to parties is just to socialize and have fun with my friends. Food is not the main thing I go to a party for. So I don't really mind that I don't eat everything that my friends eat. I just don't mind that my friends are eating something and I'm not eating it. It's not what parties are for. It's just for socializing and having fun. So the main reason I go to parties is to socialize and have fun. Exactly why I don't focus on food.
Got it. Sally, do you also want to add something to that?
Yeah, as we start experimenting with the different sorts of different ingredients and foods, we don't feel like eating something that is outside. We feel that what is home cooked is the best. And once we are in this lifestyle, outside food seems so like toxic and heavy for our body. And after eating all that, we don't feel like eating anything else. It's just like normal a normal meal somewhere outside can be so heavy, but the same meal inside, the same meal that is home cooked, you can have it like triple or four times how much you had outside.
Like, can you
So
tell
that
me, like how you like, suppose you are going to a party or something, like how do you like stay on the whole food plant-based like lifestyle? Like, what all foods do you think you like have to avoid or something like that?
I usually for birthday parties I avoid cake. The aunties in our apartment know that I don't eat cake, so they don't give me the cake. And then anything like idli dosa that they if they give, I prefer to eat that instead of chips, samosa or anything else. Or none of these options are available, I just don't take anything. I just go, wish, and come back.
That's also very true in my case. Um, okay. Sanjitha, can you like tell me what are foods you cook for yourself?
Yeah, so the food I cook for myself is like I prepare desserts, like fruit salads on my own. Just when my mom's busy, I make it on my own. Sometimes my mom makes it, but I usually prefer to make it on my own with my own tastes and all that. So I mix a bunch of fruits like banana, apple, watermelon, whatever's there at home. I mix it up, put some date syrup in, and then I have it at home. I also help my mom in making puddings, decorating them, and simply making cakes at home. And I really enjoy making it myself because I can suit it to my like what I want and not what everyone else wants. I don't have to see that okay, it doesn't look good, it isn't this, it isn't that. Just whatever I want, I can just freely do it. Even if I screw it up, it's no problem because anyways I'm only going to eat it. So I feel free. So I can cook that, I can prepare it myself, and I actually like to prepare it myself.
Can you like give a few examples on what you prepare? Like if
So
it's common
once
foods or something, like what all changes do you make? Like if you're supposing like you're making ice cream or something, and usually ice cream have dairy in it, how do you like change it so that it's like whole food plant-based?
So the thing we do is like we have a juicer and something that makes like smoothie kind of hard consistency. We freeze bananas and we also freeze the specific flavor of fruit we want in the freezer. We just keep it there for a day. Next day, we take the two fruits out. For example, we want apple ice cream. So we take banana and apple, we freeze it. Then the next day, we take it out, we put it into the juicer. But we make it like into a smoothie consistency, not like actual juice. We make it into a smoothie consistency, and the banana actually helps to get that very thick, creamy consistency. So that's why we use the main ingredient as banana. We just make it and it's cold, so it feels cold and it's like ice cream, so that actually like stops our cravings most of the time. Sometimes we go to vegan restaurants and have the ice cream over there, like, but most of the time we have it at home. And I just make a regular fruit salad and change a few ingredients in it with what is there at home, like what I have available. I just make a few changes and then I finish it off. But if I have many ingredients available at home, my mom makes granola bar and she also makes strawberry jam. So I make layers of them. I put granola bar, like I crush it and I keep it in the bottom layer. Then I put strawberry jam on top of it. Then if I want, I can add date syrup, or sometimes I put banana. Sometimes I put cashew nuts, some different kind of nuts. I always add a twist to my desserts and all that, so I don't get bored of the same thing all over again. So that's how I make my food.
That sounds very delicious, Sanjita. Thank you. Sani, would you like to also share your amazing recipes?
Yeah, I usually make only snacks in the evening. So in our kitchen, the evening department is mine, and I usually make stuff like chats and bel puri, makhana chaat, cakes and cookies, French fries, and this recipe is actually made by using the actual maida pasta, but I have tweaked it a little bit and made it with rice noodles. It is called pasta chips, where you boil the pasta, put some spices to it, strain first of all strain the pasta, and then put spices, and then bake it, and then it comes out like for save and all they put as an extra adding, right? It comes out like that, and whenever I make it, I don't even allow anybody else to eat it. I only take the first thing off.
You know, I've tried that.
And then
I've actually tried it, and it is so crunchy when you like bake it or put it in the air fryer. I absolutely love it. So there's a
And
question.
for desserts,
No, continue,
yeah, you
continue.
continue it.
No, it's fine. You
Okay,
continue.
and
I
for
said,
dessert, it's for desserts, I usually I chop up some banana, coconut, date syrup, or normal whole date, and then almond butter, and even sometimes sesame seeds. This combination is heavenly. It is so delicious, so filling, and like it has all the fats, proteins, and everything. That it's like a balanced diet overall in that one dessert.
wow, it sounds so amazing already. I haven't even tried it. Okay, so there's a question for all of us. Okay, so with this plant-based lifestyle, there are some, like, truthfully saying, there are like a few restrictions from the normal diet to the plant-based diet, right? So do you find that, like, all the foods like tasty? Do you feel like energetic with this lifestyle, or like what are your favorite foods in this lifestyle? Who'd like to go first?
I can go first.
Sure.
Uh, so in this lifestyle, usually, so I find a lot of alternatives in this lifestyle. So I usually like vegan pizza, noodles, idli, rice, and sambar, and yeah, many other alternatives. And yeah, I'm actually it's not very difficult to follow this lifestyle. I'm also feeling like very energetic. I can also make things on my own, and um, it's not the worst thing that like it's not the worst thing that can be there. Yeah. Um. And yeah, I also make like pulao, plant-based, plant-based cakes, plant-based pizza, and yeah, many other things. Yeah.
Cool, that sounds very nice. Sanvi, would you like to go next?
Yeah. Can you repeat the question? I just lost it.
It's
Like
like,
it broke off.
yeah, sure. It's like with this plant-based lifestyle, do you feel like energetic all the time? Do you find the foods tasty? Or if yes, what are your favorite foods?
Yeah, it is actually. I feel a lot more lighter and energetic. It is like it feels like there is no much friction against like climbing the stairs and stuff. I don't get tired very often. I can climb 2 or 3 stairs more than usually, and it is very easy to make. It is very easy to have these meals, like just cut up some fruits and eat it off instead of making the elaborate meal.
So I'll go next. I feel that this plant-based lifestyle has really improved my life, and I feel like even more energetic than I was before. And and I really find all the foods way more desirable and tastier than the normal vegetarian or non-vegan foods. Um, I mostly like to eat my mother's palau because it's filled with so many vegetables and spices that it's like every single bite is like a delicacy. And yeah, also my mother sometimes makes like how do you say this? Like green dosa. It's like she adds a lot of greens to it, and I really like that because it also has a lot of flavor. Um, yeah, that's it. Sanjitha, would you like to go next?
Yeah, sure. So the thing, like, I really love like the pulao my mom makes. Whenever I go to Gobi Farms, we get this powder of the masala they use in the pulao, which is totally plant based and everything. So my mom uses that in her, and I really like that. Just like you, Ritu, I really like the pulao that my mom makes, and like we go to a place called Radhikana and all that. So I really like the food over there. They completely make it plant-based. Sometimes they make it like non-vegan and all that, but most of their foods are vegan and very healthy. I really like going there most of the time. They also have like games and all that. I would actually recommend everyone, many people to go there to Rakikana and Bhumi Farms. It's actually a very nice place to get whatever you want, and some vegan cravings will be there like you have. So it'll be like very nice to go, and people are actually very nice and they talk to you. They're on the same path. They they're trying to be healthy, they're trying to be natural, they're trying to go on a very nice, they're trying to get the best part of health. um
So, Sanjitha, like, how are your like energy levels with the plant-based lifestyle?
my energy levels are actually better than my friends, to be exact. Like, I have snacks. After that, I attend my classes. I'm actually very brisk and I can pay attention to my teacher. But half my friends will already be asleep on their desk. They'll literally be like just lying there. One person literally slept right next to me. I'm like, how do you sleep? So I feel way more energetic than my friends. I can run more. I can jump. I can. I can even, like, I mentioned my Bharatanatyam classes, right? So I feel like very normal over there. It's very nice. I can talk to everyone, and I don't feel tired, or I feel more energetic. I spent like 2 hours over there, so it's quite a workout, but I still feel energetic and I feel normal like everyone else.
Yeah, that's like all of our energy levels are like, through the roof, like for this plant-based lifestyle. Um, okay, so taking a different turn, I'm sure like a few people must have commented on your foods before, like when you initially started this. So, Sanvi, would you like to explain that? Like how you dealt with the criticism?
Yeah. When we first switched over to plant-based, there was some friction in the family. Like, they readily did not accept us because it is not natural for everybody in the household to just quit milk and dairy and everything. Uh, and then eventually they start accepting us the way we are. Even when we go to our native place and stuff, if when we go to anybody's house, they don't make the usual tea and stuff, tea, coffee, they don't make for me and my mom especially. Once my aunt had made hibiscus juice just for us, and for the rest of them, again, tea, coffee, everything was there. So we felt really blessed at that time. But it was somewhat a different story in the class, since I was being judged and like excluded out of everything. They were like, "Ew, she doesn't drink milk. How is she enjoying her life? It is not, common to not eat cheese and butter and what else, ghee." They like start treating me as I'm a different species of human being. But even now, they are like accepting me, and most of my friends have got bored of their mother's usual cooking, like sambar rice, curd rice, chitrana, same thing every day. But my mother like makes 100 varieties in a month. Like, not everybody, but few people are curious, like, what did she bring today? Like, sometimes I only don't get to eat much enough. Like, I share more than around 40% of my lunch with my classmates because they are always like, your mother makes so much of variety and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Where
that's
does she
like
get ideas from?
also it's mostly like according to me, I never received like that much criticism from my schoolmates. I like the most I received was like a few glances here and there, like a few people pointing at me or something when I like took out my juice bottle in snacks or something. But even like my family, like my grandparents weren't like that accepting of us, but they changed their ways. They accepted us for who we are. And In school, yes, my mother makes like so many varieties. I don't think she has ever like repeated a recipe like more than 4 times or something. And every time, like
Yeah,
when I sit with my
same.
best friend, it's mostly like, it's like I'll be like, "Hey, guess what I got?" And she'll be like, "I have no idea." It's like it's at that point right now, which I really like. Um, Also, Nishant, do you want to say anything about it?
Yeah, so I think for everybody, mostly everybody gets some criticism on what they get to school and all. Yeah, I get some criticism. Like I used to get some criticism when I bought, like, I don't know, when I bought salads or something. Almost everybody would get some junk food, like some samosa or some, like, I don't know, some sort of unhealthy food for lunch. So they have never seen, like, they have like almost never seen a person bring healthy food to school. They have like never seen somebody bring a salad and eat it. So they'll always, yeah, they'll also keep on pointing and, like, yeah, making fun of me and saying stuff about what this food is. But some of them will also be like curious. Some of them also take it in like a good way. They don't usually make fun of me. They'll say, "Oh, what have we bought today? What is this? What is that?" So, uh, and yeah, my mom like tries to experiment with different things. Like instead of making curd rice, she makes raw curd rice, which includes uh, uh, cauliflower instead of rice. And yeah, my friends will keep on asking me. I will usually bring it to school, and my friends will keep on asking me what it is. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. So to conclude our session, let's all give like a piece of our minds about this plant-based lifestyle. I'll do it first.
Ritu, I just had one thing. So, would anyone like to speak about how they manage when they travel or when they attend functions where you're not sure? I think that was covered, but maybe when you travel and you have to go out, how do you all manage?
Um, when I go outside, like for functions or something that is like in a party hall or something, most of the stuff isn't vegan or plant-based. It's mostly like vegetarian, or even if it's vegetarian, it's covered in oil most of the time. So, well, there are certain there are certain standards that we need to follow. Like, no, I will not eat this, not ever, when it comes to this lifestyle. But certain things like I'm not saying that it's like you can switch it around or something, but certain things you can't avoid when you go outside, like so like oil or something. So when we go outside, when me and my family go outside, we mostly pick the stuff that is like the most like plant-based. Like suppose if there's like paratha or chapati or something, we take that, and we take like some palya or something which will still have like a little bit of oil, but we can't like do anything about it. So we take like palya or something which has like boiled vegetables or something like that. And yeah, it's still we still have a very good time with food, considering all of the all of our lifestyles and all. So yeah, I feel like it's going very well only. Does anyone want to add?
So, Nishant, you have traveled to few countries, right? So, would you like to say how you managed when you traveled? You managed to remain plant-based?
Yeah, so I travel to a lot of countries. Usually, sometimes I would go for a Europe trip, and Actually, it was a little easier for me there because I think like Europe is supposed to have a lot of vegan options there. So there is this app called Happy Cow. There you can browse many vegan restaurants nearby. So usually we would see Happy Cow, and then like we would search for the nearest like vegan restaurant, and we would go eat there. And yeah, when we are like eating in those restaurants, we try to avoid oil as much as possible. We try to avoid, yeah, most of the unhealthy things like sugar and stuff like that. Um, yeah, when we travel, we take a lot of fruits with us. We eat a lot of fruits. We make ourselves full so that so that we don't really get so many cravings, and we don't really like go to hotels too often. Um, so yeah, we're obviously plant-based when we go to like yeah, we're obviously plant-based when we go and travel outside. Yeah, thank you.
Sure. Sanjitha, do you want to share your experience?
Yeah, so whenever I travel, I usually go with my friends. Like I have this family friend of mine. He's like following. He was following the normal diet when we turned plant-based and all. When we were in level 2 or level 1. So that time we used to carry our own stuff. We used to like have fun and all. We used to socialize and all that. We used to carry our own stuff and all. So sometimes he used to be curious if it was cooked food and it looked very good. Sometimes if it was salad, it was fruits. If he liked it, he would look curious. He would like, what is this? Can I have some? So when I like we take our own stuff. Sometimes if we have some vegan options, we get it from there. And we get some oil, like when we go for restaurants, we get some oil-free dosas. So that's how I manage outside. Like usually I just order oil-free masala dosa. It's my classic actually. Just keep ordering that only because it's safe. It's a safe option and it tastes good. So yeah.
Amazing. Saanvi, would you like to say something?
Yeah, this actually happened in December. There was a 9-day camp, and our teachers had told that we are supposed to get our own snacks if we get hungry in the middle by any chance. And most of them got like biscuits, cakes, and mixture, and what else? And there were even stalls over there, so they started buying over there also. But me and my mom experimented, and we made our own snack and we took it over there. But there, I had even taken like 1 apple and 4 oranges. And after our usual camp day off, we were so tired. When I used to remove orange out of my luggage, everybody used to be like, "Give me 1 piece, give me 1 piece," and that orange was over in no time. All the 4 oranges.
Yeah, that's like a very nice experience to have, like everyone like picking out at your lunch or snacks all the time. I sound like a nice experience to pride. Okay, leave it. So so to conclude, let's just talk about like what are
Ritu, can you also share how each of y'all heal in case y'all fall sick?
we mostly drink. I'm sure I'm speaking for everyone here when I say that, like when you get sick and all, we just like drink juice or stay on a liquid diet until like we heal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So since
Do
we
you
are
take any medicines when you have cold, cough, fevers? How do you manage with school? Do you take rest? What do you eat or drink at that time?
Uh, it's mostly about it's like we do take rest. It's like I do take rest if my fever is like very severe, but like if it's not, I just like go to school normally, just like make sure to wear my mask and all, and and I don't take medicines because it's not required, and I can heal myself with juices and fruits and vegetables only. And I also stop like grain consumption for some time until my like it has until the fever or something has like reduced a bit. So yeah, that's how I heal. Was that okay, Ashanti?
Yes, fine. In case somebody else wants to add anything else, otherwise we can move ahead.
Yeah, I can like add something. So yeah, I also agree with like Ritu. I also agree that fruits are their own medicine for every for every problem. Fruit is the remedy, and yeah, you don't have to take any extra supplements or medicines or anything to cure your fevers or colds. You can the main thing is to take a lot of rest, to find time and to take as much rest as possible, because yeah, obviously rest is the most crucial thing when you want to get better. Yeah, and uh, yeah, you usually when you have a fever you won't really feel like eating much, but you can stay off juices when you have a fever, and yeah, you can, yeah.
Sanvi, do you want to say anything about that?
Yeah, I totally agree with you too. Even I mostly stay on fruit smoothies, juices, and mostly raw all the time. And if I want anything like any spice to my tongue, my mother makes soup at the night, but I don't basically chew anything except fruit. There is nothing like cooked to cooked or sauteed when I'm sick.
Yeah. Sanjita, would you also like to tell your experience?
Like if the last time I had fever, I just had juices and ate. Most of the time, I just slept. Sometimes I just didn't eat at all. So yeah, like it's for me. It's actually like after like the fever's over, your temperature's down and all that. You actually feel normal, even though your fever is not completely gone. You feel normal. You feel like a normal person. So, like without any medicine, it's actually very easy to handle a fever. With medicine, you just have to eat the medicine and then sleep. That's it. You can't eat anything. You like don't eat anything else, but you can eat whenever you want. You can do whatever you want, even with the fever. So yeah.
Sure. So does anyone have like a message for the audience about the plant-based lifestyle?
Yeah, I think I will speak now. Uh, I think like switching over to plant-based is most sustainable to earth and the most sustainable form of living, because in plant-based lifestyle we don't hurt any animal, and we are by ourselves, and animals are not for us to eat. They are also a living organism with their own mind and body, and you can appreciate plant-based lifestyle only if you follow it consistently, like not on and off. Like I do 2 months, leave 2 months. It doesn't work like that. We have to constantly keep going on. Constantly we have to follow it. That is when it will work.
Yeah. Nishant, would you also like to say something?
Yeah, so if you're switching to a plant-based diet, the main thing is to stay calm. It will be difficult. You'll feel angry. You'll it will be a big change for you. So what I like to do is I like to look for the best alternatives, and I like to keep myself hungry all the time so that I don't get any cravings for like many unhealthy stuff. So yeah, yeah.
What I would like to say is that I also agree with Sanvi that and Nishant that it can be very tough at first because you will also be receiving criticism and you won't like know what to do in the start, and you'll still be very how do I say like a bit wonky, should I say, like in your like journey, but it'll always go uphill from the start if you like keep like be consistent and stay disciplined to this lifestyle and be and then say like this is a lifestyle that I have chosen and I am proud of that decision and I'll like maintain this decision throughout my life. And it also has so many health benefits that I cannot describe now. And it also is very, very like crucial because you are also saving the planet and your body. And yeah, it's a very smart decision to like shift into plant-based lifestyle. Sanjita, do you want to like add anything?
Yeah, so like when I turned plant-based, I followed my mom. So like it's nice to have someone to like be right next to you who's also following plant-based. You can share your experiences, your opinions, everything like that. So it's nice to have someone to talk to, like with the same opinion and vision. Like I'm going to do this, I have to do it. I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to like so it's better to have someone so it's easier for you to cope with and it's easier for you not to waver off your path. So I liked it when I just followed my mom when I turned plant based. So I would recommend to follow someone or like be with someone who is also following plant based or have a partner like that. So that's what I would recommend people to like reduce the like difficult level. Like the first level is the most hard, is the hardest. So you just reduce that a bit and it'll be better.
Yeah. So I feel like whenever I am struggling with a plant-based lifestyle, I sort of like just imagine in my head that I am at the bottom of like a staircase, and like the first step is like really high up, and when I'm finally on that first step, the rest of the steps are like super easy, like very low. So I feel like that's an accurate representation of starting a plant-based lifestyle. Does the audience have any questions? You're welcome to ask.
Actually, Ritu, I have one more point.
Yeah,
That is
sure.
that I believe that just for the satisfaction of the tongue, we don't have to sacrifice the entire body. But switching over to plant-based, even the body knows what we are eating, and even the tongue enjoys.
Yeah, that is very true. Anupama, ma'am, do you have any questions?
Hello, kids. It was such an amazing session. All four of you are very inspiring, not only to the other children, but also to adults who are not able to follow the plant-based diet consistently. You've you really encouraged and inspired all of us on the call today. I'm sure I can speak on behalf of everyone here. So my question is, I have two questions based on my own experience so far. One, when I go out, I do get tempted to have a gulab jamun or something like that, or something really made in ghee, jalebi or something maida. Do you guys also have that temptation? And if you do you give in to that temptation once in a while and just enjoy that treat, or you've stopped having those cravings altogether?
it is like, as I said, a bit rough when you first start out. You'll have like so many temptations that the mind will ask you, not the body. So what I like to do is that when I'm like in those situations, I just like to think of a better food that is fully plant-based or that my mother makes. So like I have many options in that category. So yeah, I like, truthfully saying, like I think a year ago I did give in to my temptations a few times, but I've learned that that is not the way to go. And if I am following this diet, I need to be precise. And also, like none of these foods will help you in the long run. And what we're trying to do here is to make sure that you have a healthy mind and body in the full long run. So I feel like plant-based lifestyle like really helps with your mental stability also, and cravings. And yeah, it's like, yeah, there are a few temptations, but I just like to suppress it or be reasonable with myself.
Okay. Okay, thank you. That helps. And secondly, do you see that you're falling less, you fall sick less often after switching to, and if you do fall sick, how often is it? Or how
Uh,
less is it?
Does anybody else want to answer that?
yeah, I can answer that. So actually, once I converted to a plant-based diet, I fell sick very, very rarely. Like sometimes it has actually been in once in 2 years. So yeah, I've fallen sick I've fallen sick very, very seldomly. Um, like, and when I do fall sick, it's not like when I do have a fever or something, it's actually not a high fever. People who take dairy products and take many meat products, they actually tend to have very high fevers, like which go up to 104 and 105. But one like when you're converted to a plant-based diet, the maximum your fever can go up to is maybe 101. Or yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Anupama ma'am, for your compliments and your questions. Hope they are clear. Does anybody else have a question? Arnav?
I had one doubt. What you would do if you have a kind of chocolate craving, and what you would do to overcome it?
Does anybody else want to answer that? Because I don't want to like say everything.
Yeah, so I have like a lot of chocolate cravings like all the time. Because mainly in my school, my friends just keep exchanging chocolates here and there, here and there, here and there. So I keep getting chocolate cravings. And I used to love chocolate before veganism and plant-based diet. So we have alternatives, like you can find it like, you know, those ads of the whole truth. He's like, this is the whole truth, it's not a lie and all that. So we order from there. It's actually a very good place. So there they give like chocolate spread, chocolate mousse we get from Just Amazing. Then we make our own chocolate, hot chocolate recipes are there. We make it with nuts and all. That satisfies my chocolate cravings. And most of the time you don't have them because you have it at home. You have an alternative. So you don't have the chocolate craving to eat the milk chocolate when you already have one at home. Or if you're full, you don't feel like having it at all. The craving's just not there. And after you turn vegan, you don't have that much at all.
Thank you so much.
Does anybody else have questions? Okay.
I have a question. So have any of you done any kind of, activism in your school or your apartment or on the street? Have you spoken about this lifestyle or for the animals or for the environment? Or do you plan to do something like that in future?
Uh, Saanvi, do you want to go?
I have not actually done that, like given a speech or anything. I have not done that. But there is one classmate of mine, no, two of them, who, whenever I speak of plant-based lifestyle, they so curiously they listen to all this and they like want to switch over. Not like I don't think they want to. They don't know the craving thing and all that, but still the concepts I tell them, they readily agree with them. They're not like, no, this is like that, this is not like that. They don't disagree with anything, and they are like totally accepting everything, whatever I tell.
That's great to hear. So some people, so you have planted the seeds in some people's minds, and when they are ready, maybe they will be ready to take on and change. Okay, anyone else has any questions? Yes, Kavita.
Yeah, hi. How to be consistent? Like for example, like consistent, like how always to get motivation for the home food. Sometimes we tend to get like fast food, just like when you go outside with the friends, we tend to get most attracted what friends eat. So how to be with the consistency? How we can overcome that?
Honestly, motivation will not just appear on its own. It's mostly like what my father likes to say is that like before motivation, like discipline needs to be built so that like with that discipline, the results that you get with that discipline will like build the motivation to go even further. So like as I said some time ago that I did get like a few cravings and I did like satisfy those cravings with um unhealthy stuff like I think 2 years ago or something. But I've learned from that and I make sure to not do it again because I know the advantages and advantages of plant-based lifestyle. And I'm really happy with the lifestyle I lead right now. So I don't have a reason to like succumb to temptations. But if Kavita ji, you have temptations, you can always reason out with yourself, like saying that plant-based lifestyle is good for me. It's like it's what's required for my body. So that you won't like have to like succumb to the cravings.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, Ritu, can I add a point to that?
Yeah, sure.
So when I get cravings for outside fast food and stuff, what I try to do is I imagine the destruction it is causing inside my body, which makes me hate that food. If not hate, my cravings at least stop for that situation. So every time I get a craving, I think of like uh, I had a small imagination built when I was small. Like there is a pot inside our body, and as our junk starts filling inside that, and it starts overflowing, there is a like some cold or fever. It starts happening. So we have to slow down the process of filling up of that pot. And I don't want like nobody wants the filling up of that pot. So yeah, I imagine that pot being filled very quickly if I eat that certain pot.
Thank you, Sam.
Great. Thank you.
iPhone, is that uh, you can ask your question now.
Yeah, hi everyone. So it's so good to see you kids, speaking about plant-based lifestyle and its benefits. and it's really inspiring. Thank you so much. And I have one question, like, how do you make sure the nutrition is met in plant-based lifestyle? Like, what are the things that you make sure you include it in a day? How do you manage that? Thank you.
Nishant, do you want to answer this question?
Yeah, sure. Um, so when we convert to a plant-based diet, we like in a plant-based diet, uh, our diet includes fruits, vegetables, pulses, nuts, seeds, and grains, and so on. So yeah, when we want to add fats into our body, we eat nuts. Usually, fruits don't contain that many. Like it doesn't contain that many fats within it, but yeah. So to get that fat, we eat nuts. Then yeah, to get calcium, we can intake fruits. Fruits also contain a good amount of calcium. To get iron, we can also we also take in fruits like bananas also contain a good amount of iron. Uh, then yeah, for carbohydrates, we take in potatoes. Potatoes contain also a good amount of carbohydrates. And yeah, so yeah.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Richa auntie, your mic is off.
Sorry. So it was nice hearing all four of you about your experiences and how you are following plant-based lifestyle. I had two questions. So, like, do you take almond milk or coconut milk as like a milk substitute whenever you want to? And the other thing, so have you seen like your focus improving and your studies getting better once you have you started this lifestyle?
Sanjitha or Sami, who would like to answer that?
I would like to answer the studies part. And like almond milk, coconut milk, I'm not used to coffee and milk, so I don't prefer that. But when I have something like a craving for milk, my mom makes like homemade coffee, so she adds almond milk or coconut milk into that and mixes it up. It actually tastes like coffee, just a little less flavor. And about the studies question, veganism, like plant-based diet, makes you more focused. And as I said about the sleep, like my classmates feel sleepy, sluggish, less focused. They can't focus in class and all. So the thing in studies and all, it like you have the same mental pattern, the same studies and all that, but focus and being sharp on goal, all the focus and all, overall your brain's activity increases. Like not the amount that like gets registered in your head, just that your activity, you can get it faster. Like people can spend like 5 hours on the or like 5 to 6 topics, like topics, like one for each hour, but we grasp it faster. Like previously I spent like 2 hours like for two subjects, two chapters, but now I can finish it off like in 30 minutes or 15 minutes. So like it's not like you cannot study, it's just slower. And because you're more sluggish and all that, it's faster here because you're more energetic, your food is more light, you can pay attention more, you can focus more, you're not sleepy, all that stuff. So yeah, it's just, it makes your focus and brain more sharp. I won't say the studies part is like they are lesser and we are more and all. It's just the same, just takes lesser time and we're more focused.
Saanvi, you want to add something?
For me, yeah. So for me, I don't usually get milk cravings, but when my mother makes or brings coconut milk from outside, I make cookies or hot chocolate with it, and as for the studies part, studies are a brain capacity, more like. I am able to learn better, just as Sanjitha told, and our creative aspect of life, it evolves and you get more creative. After I have been on plant-based lifestyle and I have been consistent about it, I have started doing a lot of mandala art, and I have been improving also since like 2-3 years. I have been doing this since my during the lockdown time, which is when we avoided going out. So that was when a lot of raw came into picture. So yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I think, thank you, kids. It was a really wonderful session, but I know all of you have school tomorrow, assignments to complete, and probably tests and exams. So we'll let you go. It was a really wonderful interactive session. Thank you, everyone, for coming here and articulating your thoughts so well. And special thanks to Ritu for managing the whole show so professionally. Uh, Yes, so if anyone couldn't get their questions answered, or if you have a specific question to any of the kids, you can post it in the WhatsApp group and maybe we'll get them to answer. But thanks all four of you for coming, for spending your precious time, more than an hour with everybody. I hope more kids are inspired to join this movement, save more animals' lives, improve the health of the planet, and not just the planet of the next generation also. So thanks to the audience also for all the great questions. Anything else? If not anything else, I think we can finish today's session. Have a great